They say betrayal doesn't just break your heart, it rewrites your entire life story. I never imagined that the woman I built my world around would be the one to destroy it. My name is Michael, I'm 32, and I thought I understood love, loyalty, and trust. Until one day, I held a baby in my arms who carried the undeniable proof that my wife, Sophia, had been living a double life. Sophia was 30, an interior designer with a warm smile, a laugh that could light up a room, and eyes that once made me feel like I was the only person in the world. We met during our mid-20s in Chicago, and for years, our relationship felt like everything I had ever wanted. We shared dreams of buying a city apartment, traveling on weekends, and building a family. I worked long hours as a software engineer. She poured herself into her projects and creative vision, and together, we carved out a life that seemed perfect. Or at least, that's what I thought. At first, the cracks were subtle. Sophia staying late at work more often, sending longer texts when she was supposed to be home, small excuses that didn't quite add up. I trusted her. I wanted to trust her. Every time I questioned something, I brushed it off as stress or the natural demands of her career. I never imagined these tiny inconsistencies would snowball into a betrayal so enormous it would shatter everything I believed about us. When Sophia told me she was pregnant, I was overjoyed. I imagined late nights rocking our baby, celebrating milestones, and building the family we had dreamed of. But as her due date approached, I noticed changes, distractions, nervous glances at her phone, moments of tension that she could never explain. I convinced myself it was just stress, just the natural anxiety of becoming a mother. Then the day arrived. Sophia went into labor at a downtown Chicago hospital. I drove through the city streets, gripping the steering wheel, heart racing, not from fear, but from excitement. I thought I was about to hold the greatest gift of my life. When the doctor finally placed the baby in my arms, my world tilted. The child, a beautiful baby girl, had features that were unmistakably not mine. Her skin tone, her hair texture, her eyes, they carried a story I could not ignore. At first, I froze, hoping somehow it was a mistake. Maybe they had given me the wrong baby. But the tag around her tiny wrist bore Sophia's name. She wouldn't meet my eyes. Tears streamed down her face, not of joy but of guilt. She had been hiding a secret, orchestrating a double life behind my back. I couldn't comprehend how someone I trusted so deeply could dismantle my life in an instant. The following days were a blur of humiliation and despair. Sophia confessed little, refusing to say who the father was, refusing to explain herself. Friends and family whispered behind closed doors. The neighborhood seemed to judge me silently. Every corner of my life that had felt secure now felt like a stage where my shame was on display. My trust, once a cornerstone of our marriage, was shattered beyond repair. I tried to reconcile, tried to find a path forward. But every glance at the baby, innocent though she was, reminded me of the betrayal. I realized that love without trust is just an illusion. You can give someone everything, your loyalty, your sacrifices, your heart, and it won't matter if they choose to betray you. One evening, about a month after the birth, I calmly confronted Sophia. I didn't shout. I didn't scream. I spoke with the quiet authority that comes from a heart emptied of everything but truth. I asked her why she had done it, why she allowed me to dream a life that never existed. She lowered her gaze, hands trembling, and remained silent. That silence was louder than any confession. The climax of betrayal isn't always dramatic. It's often quiet, a sudden understanding that everything you built is gone. I walked into our bedroom, packed a single bag, and left. Not because I didn't love her, but because I loved myself enough to walk away. That night, I drove through the city, past the bright lights and bustling streets, tears blurring my vision, feeling the weight of everything I had lost. Months later, I focused on rebuilding. I threw myself into my work, reconnected with old friends, and slowly began rediscovering who I was outside of the marriage that had defined me. Sophia and I eventually divorced. I couldn't raise a child that was a constant reminder of a life I never truly had. The pain was profound, but I survived. Through it all, I learned that betrayal doesn't define you. It doesn't mark the end of your story. It can be the painful beginning of a new one. Love without trust is hollow, but self-respect is enduring. When someone shows you where your place is in their life, believe it, and act accordingly. If this story resonated with you, remember that you are not the betrayal. You are the survivor. Stay strong, protect your heart, and always value yourself above the deception of others. If you've experienced betrayal or heartbreak, Subscribe to our channel for more real stories of love, trust, and resilience. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a story that could change how you see relationships, and share your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear your voice.